Hi vibraphone lovers, I am Giovanni Perin and today I would like to talk to you about a technique that I use a lot that is called the dampening technique. I use this technique in order to have a more legato phrasing. This is a really ancient technique because it comes from gamelan music. In gamelan they have metallophones and they play with one hand because the other hand is busy stopping the note that are ringing. So in vibraphone we have different dampening technique. I'm gonna show you the one that I use. The first one that I use, that is also the easiest one, is the so-called scale dampening. So let's say you have a fragment of scale, like 5 notes. Let's pick up the first 5 notes of a C major scale. You will play the notes going up with the right hand and you will dampen the notes with the left hand. And going down, you will play the notes with the left hand and you will dampen the notes that you just played with your right hand. Another technique that I use a lot is the so-called mallet to mallet dampening technique. So let's say, for example, that the note you are playing are changing direction. In this case, you cannot use the scale dampening. You need to use the mallet to mallet dampening technique. So I will show you really slowly. It's a bit tricky because you need a bit of coordination, but don't worry, I have an exercise for you. The exercise is to play a flam. And then try to attach the note that is playing the flam to the bar and avoid the flam. So head of the mallet on the bar, no flam at all, and remember that you need to do it simultaneously with the new note that you are going to play. Another technique that I use a lot is the so-called slide dampening. So let's say your left hand is busy playing some comping or harmony and you still want to have a cleaner sound on your right hand. You can still apply some dampening, but the two notes that you are playing needs to be a second apart. Doesn't matter if it is minor or major second. For example, you can apply it, right? So basically you slide the mallet on the bar. You can do it also between sharp and natural. Of course you have to play on the edge of the bar. Another technique that I use is the slide dampening between two notes. And of course you can also do contrary motion. If the notes are a minor second apart and the second note that you're going to play is on the black key, you can use your knuckle, right? Why do we use dampening? So we use it basically for two reasons. The first one is to get a much more legato sound. So let's say I want to play a melody probably have noticed how legato sounds. So it sounds like a voice, sounds like a cello or like a saxophone, like a trumpet player. Another reason why we use dampening is, for example, for playing a melody on top of some chords. Another technique that I use a lot is the slur dampening, in order to create a glissando between two notes. The important thing is to play the second note piano or pianissimo, so you obtain the effect of a glissato. You can of course apply it on a chord, and in this way you can also change one note or two notes of a chord. For example. So in this case, I'm thinking more like a string quartet or a choir, because I keep the voices that are playing the same note, and I change the one that I need to move. For example, or so I hope this lesson was helpful, and if you want to go deep into this material, I just released a book called Aphorismi. There are 11 etudes for vibraphone solo, where I explain all those techniques, and you can apply these techniques on my etude. Thanks a lot for watching, and remember to subscribe to my YouTube channel, to my Facebook official page, Giovanni Perin, and to visit my website www.giovanniperin.com. Thanks a lot and bye.